Hi, welcome back to Bride Society. I'm Laura and this is Rebecca. You may have already come across this as part of your wedding planning, that everybody or a lot of people have an opinion about your decisions for wedding planning, be it people that you trust and are involved, down to just random people on the street, or maybe not quite that far, but so you're going to get a lot of opinions on your planning, and we thought we'd put together some advice and tips about how to deal with those opinions and kind of give you the confidence to stick to your guns, have what you want for your wedding and keep your relationships intact.
So it's a very tactful video, basically. The art of diplomacy. So I think the first idea that for us it actually started this video, and I think we mentioned it briefly in a previous one, is just from the off, if someone's offering you money for the wedding, so probably parents, close family, that kind of thing, if anyone is offering you a sum of money towards the wedding, is I guess to have a conversation right off the bat about, are there sort of, don't say are there strings attached, but are there sort of expectations and things that go with that money? Does it mean that you have to invite your sixth cousin once removed and his 6 kids? Like, is there an expectation about guest list, location, like or other things that they want that money to go towards? So like with my parents, I know I said like that the money was going towards the dress as well, because that meant that they could also then look at it, just be like, oh, that's part of
something tangible that they
not just towards. In the black hole kind of thing. And so just having that conversation off the bat, so you don't get 6 months down the line and wish you had never accepted the money.
Yes. So another thing to think about is consider why your decisions are important to you. Now, you shouldn't have to defend your choice at all.
Yeah, this isn't about defending it.
No. But if you can understand why you want a certain thing, it might be easier and you might feel more confident being able to say to whoever's giving you their opinion, no, I don't want to do it this way because such and such.
Yeah, I think if you can demonstrate you've already thought something through, then people aren't as likely to challenge it, I don't think, because it seems like you're not going to waver, so kind of what's the point putting the energy in, but it also helps that person to understand as well.
Yeah.
And so they kind of go, oh yeah, I
can see why you've chosen to do that.
Yeah.
Now, that's only, I feel like you'd only have these conversations with people close to you. Yeah. If it's a passing acquaintance or someone, humouring them is probably more than enough. You can say,
nod and smile, get through it.
Bye. Won't see you again for another 6 months or something. But yeah, for close family, friends whose opinions you trust and value.
Yeah, and it's an ongoing relationship that you want to keep intact, as we were saying.
Yeah, if you can explain that, then they're less likely to really pursue their opinion.
Yeah. And the other thing, we're saying, I feel like we're making an assumption in the premise that like you have your opinions and you want to keep theirs at bay, but you might not want to. The thing is, like, listen to what they're saying. If they're people that you respect and want involved in your wedding, listen to what they've got to say and reflect on it. Kind of go, because it could be good advice. Yeah. I think we're making the assumption that everyone else's advice is bad and things, but other people have had weddings, and I appreciate it's probably like raising a child, like everyone's got an opinion on how to parent, right? But sometimes there's a good nugget of advice out there, so have an open mind to it, and then you can reflect on it, go, does that fit for me, does it not, and then make your decision about it.
Yeah, definitely. And if it doesn't happen to be something that you want to take on board, or a suggestion that you want to have as part of your as your wedding, then be firm but polite. If they're kind of badgering you,
persistent,
or saying, "Are you doing this? Are you doing this?" No, you want to keep the relationship intact. You don't want to fall out with people over the wedding. It's not worth it.
You can't just tell them to buzz off in that scenario.
Yeah.
But
you do sometimes need to be firm with people it is your wedding at the end of the day. The only people really whose opinions should matter, or that should matter the most, are yours and your fiance's. So yes, polite but firm.
Yeah, and if all else fails, change the topic of conversation. If it's getting a bit heated, just get out of there. In that sense, just change it. Like, it might come back round at a later date, but when everyone's calmed down a bit, or other things have happened where you've booked something else in the meantime that can't be changed. So sorry, like.
And if there are people that you know are likely to be opinionated and want to be very involved in the wedding, whether you might want that or not, only give them limited information. So if they haven't got every detail of your wedding that you've decided on, they can't have an opinion on it, or they can't vocalise that at least. And they can't sway you or try to sway you to do it something a different way.
Yeah, and I suppose another tactic maybe with such people is that maybe if you and your fiance decide if there are elements about your wedding that you're not so fussed about, like that aren't highly important to you. So, for example, maybe you're not too passionate about how you get to the venue. So the transportation. So maybe that person, whether your mum, mother of the bride, whoever, like maybe delegate that task. Say to them, oh, could you look into X for me? And then if they're focusing their attention on that and they've got something to run with that you're not too fussed about what actually the outcome is, that gives them a sense of having a bit of control over something. They're focused on that, so they're not talking about this. And so hopefully they felt a part of it, they felt involved, they felt listened to, because you're not actually that fussed, so you're like, oh yeah, that's great, yeah, let's do that. So they'll have that kind of like reward, that like mental reward, kind of going like, oh okay, this has been a positive experience, this has all gone well. So yeah, that's a little tactic you can maybe try.
Yeah, so we hope you found that helpful. If you've got any other suggestions, please leave them in the comments below so other people can see them as well.
Yes, help each other out.
Yeah. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next one.